Terima kasih. Silalah duduk dan jangan lari. Silakan. Majlis dimulakan dengan kalimah Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yang berhormat Puan Hanayo, Minister of Youth and Sports Malaysia. Yang berbahagia Datin Anita Azrina Abdul Aziz, Chairman of Petronas Sepang International Circuit. Encik Azhan Syafriman Hanif, Chief Executive Officer Petronas Sepang International Circuit. Yang berusaha Tuan Nur Hafizal Mat Saad yang bersama-sama kita, Vice President of Group Strategic Relations and Communications. Rakan-rakan media yang saya hormati, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, something exciting is in the air, and on behalf of the organizers, my name is Naz Rahman, your Master of Ceremonies, and delighted to extend a warm welcome to tonight's press conference for the Petronas Grand Prix of Malaysia 2025. Exciting indeed. We are here this evening dengan satu matlamat, satu tujuan. One purpose, to build momentum and excitement for what will be the 34th year of Malaysia's involvement in the MotoGP. Race weekend begins 24th of October. Mark your calendars because this is the longest running international sporting event of our nation. And it continues to attract fans from far and wide across the globe. A window to the many wonders of Malaysia that cascades into our local economy as well. Not to mention, it is a platform for youth development in motorsports with emerging talents like Kabil Irfan and recently Hakim Danish, first ever Malaysian to finish P1 in the Rookies Cup in Spain in July and now leads the competition standings. Now we see the results of the collaboration between Sepang International Circuit, Petronas Sepang International Circuit and KBS to produce our first ever MotoGP champion. Itulah dia matlamat Malaysia. Exciting times. We also have our young riders from the Asia Talent Cup. Adik-adik, sila berdiri. Kita berikan anda penghormatan. Berdiri, berdiri. Ladies and gentlemen, the young riders of the Asia Talent Cup. And hopefully making their way mengharumkan nama Malaysia. Terima kasih adik-adik kita. As I said, exciting time for Malaysian fans and all this a part of Malaysia's motorsports global brand. Now, the 2025 edition will bring more than just racing. Under the theme, #Kasih Gegar, Race Week will transform into a lifestyle festival, uniting motorsports, music, and culture like never before. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Petronas Grand Prix of Malaysia 2025.
Welcome to the most exciting sport on earth. The world's most fearless riders, the fastest bikes, the most forward-thinking manufacturers. This is the hunt, and there can only be one winner. We ride to the edge of possibility. Our riders and machines are always first on the throttle, last on the brakes. The riders, athletes with hunter mentality, at the peak of physical fitness, talent and skill, and always calculating their next move. The manufacturers, creators of the most advanced bikes on the planet, capable of speeds above 360 kilometers per hour, purpose-built for MotoGP with pioneering engineering, creating blistering acceleration, ultimate precision and absolute performance. Unrideable to mere mortals, tamed only by our riders. We ride to the edge of your seat with more overtakes, more drama and more adrenaline. The rear wheel drifts, the fastest laps, the final corner moves, the reigning champions, the plucky underdogs, the legends and the upstarts. The times when you can't look and those when you can't look away. We ride with purpose, with pioneers and visionaries working tirelessly not just for the win, but for the future of our sport, our technology, and our planet. Their eyes not only on the checkered flag, but on that ever-moving finish line called progress. We ride together as one global racing family, with the riders, the teams, the engineers, the technicians, the broadcasters, the truck drivers, the cooks, the hospitality staff, the sponsors, The many individuals all united in the goal of glory, with every kind of fan. The every weekenders, the first timers, the forever fans, the never miss a flaggers, the home track faithfuls, the destination circuit holidayers, the day trippers, the Sunday sofa viewers, the ones we've known forever and the ones we haven't met yet. Cheering from the stands or at the screen, whoever you are, wherever you come from, we are one garage. Be part of it. We saved you a seat. MotoGP. Faster, forward, fearless.
Meremang bulu roma kita, of course. That's the Petronas Grand Prix of Malaysia 2025. And ladies and gentlemen, I remember my first MotoGP race when I was 15 years old. And YB Hannah, my best friend is Joe Flizzo. So I pretty much know how old you are. And since you're from Subang Jaya, a skip and a hop from Batu Tiga. And there, ladies and gentlemen, is where champions are born and made. And when MotoGP first came to Malaysia, the excitement was in the air. And of course, from 7 years, and then moved to Pasir Gudang, and now 26 years at Sepang International Circuit. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for this next edition. For the first time ever, this event will be complemented by 2 large-scale pre-event electronics dance music festivals in partnership with High Five Entertainment and Neon Products. Ladies and gentlemen, a special experience this race edition. Please pay attention to the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, 18 October, Hard Tech will be hitting, and 19th October, Transmission Festival as well. So, for MotoGP ticket holders, we'll be enjoying discounted festival tickets via the SIC website, and 1 MotoGP ticket will allow up to 4 pre-race festival tickets. For more information, the people from Hard Tech and Transmission Festival are here to answer your questions. And so, with world-class racing, electrifying pre-race EDM festivals, mega fan engagements, let's make the Petronas Grand Prix of Malaysia 2025 an unforgettable experience. Let's burn some rubber and make some history. Ladies and gentlemen, we officially begin the press conference session. And now it is our honor to invite Yang Berhormat Puan Hannah Yeoh, Minister of Youth and Sports Malaysia, and Encik Azhan Shafriban Hanif, Chief Executive Officer, Petronas Sepang International Circuit, to the stage. Dipersilakan. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2 panelists are on the stage. As you prepare your questions, maybe a preamble, we would like to invite Encik Azhan Shafriban Hanif, Chief Executive Officer of Petronas Sepang International Circuit, for his opening remarks. Silakan.
Thank you, my brother. Nice. Always very easy on the ears and the eyes when you're here. Thank you. Thank you so much for gracing this event. First and foremost, members of the media, YB Hannah Yeoh, Minister of Youth and Sports, Malaysia, Yang Bahagia Datin Anita Azrina Abdul Aziz, Chairman of Petronas Sepang International Circuit, Yang Besar Encik Nora Farizal, Mat Saad, Vice President, Group Strategic Relations and Communication Petronas, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera dan a very good evening to everyone. I'm truly humbled to be here with you this evening as we unveil the plans for the Petronas Grand Prix of Malaysia 2025, an event that continues to be the pride of the nation and the heartbeat of motorsports in Southeast Asia. This year marks a meaningful milestone for us, 34 years of Malaysia's involvement in MotoGP, 26th consecutive edition of the event in Sepang International Circuit. These figures are not merely just numbers. They reflect a legacy of excellence built on passion, consistency, and unwavering support of all who have been part of this journey. None of this would be possible without the collective effort from many, from the government, stakeholders, to our strategic partners, to the motorsports community, and most importantly, our loyal fans who continue to return year after year. Your belief is the reason we do better year after year. So in 2024, we recorded the highest ever attendance, which is about 184,923 spectators. This year, we are targeting even higher with a target of 200 fans over the 3 days. But again, this is not just about the numbers. It is about ensuring that whether you are watching from the hill stand or enjoying the exclusivity of MotoGP VIP Village, your experience will be nothing short of extraordinary. For the first time in history, as mentioned by Nas earlier, Race Week will be expanded beyond the track with 2 global renowned EDM festivals, the Hard Tech and Transmission, transforming Sepang into a celebration of blends of motorsports, music, and culture. We will also test out our new SOP so that everyone is safe and, more importantly, have fun at the same time. So this bold new chapter for MotoGP Malaysia is to attract both long-time fans and also entirely new audience. For your information, the Race Week kicks off starting from 21st of October with the return of bike and rider meet and greet at IOI City Mall, Putrajaya. So we have a mega festival there in IOI Putrajaya, so be there. The public pit lane walk and also the fan favorite night track tour. The vibrant MotoGP Mega Carnival, over 100 brands, activities, and family-friendly attractions. And of course, the Hero Walk and also Rider Parade, bringing the fans closer to their favorite stars. The economic impact of MotoGP have risen to an undeniable projected of around 6.3 times of the return of investment. But what excites us the most is the platform that the event provides for Malaysian talents, like our youth and our adik-adik here, right? So through this initiative, like Rakan Rita, I'm happy to report that this year we'll be contributing RM1 back to the Kumpulan Wang Amanah Sukan Negara Kawasan, KBS, so that we build pathways to the next generation of riders and motorsport professionals. Last but not least, on behalf of Petronas Sepang International Circuit, I wish to express our deepest appreciation to YB Hanayo and also Ministry of Youth and Sports for their continued trust and leadership. To Petronas, our dedicated team in SIC, to all the industry partners and motorsport fraternities, thank you so much for your support in making MotoGP Malaysia one of the most anticipated events on the global calendar. To our fans, you are the heart of everything we do. Every initiative, every upgrade, this is all for you. Thank you once again, and we look forward to welcoming you in Sepang this October, where together we will once again #Kasih Gegar for Malaysia, for motorsports and the future. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Shaf, Chief Executive Officer, Petronas Sepang International Circuit. Jangan lupa, #Kasih Gegar. And of course, it begins 21st October at IOI City Mall, Putrajaya, for our mega festival. So make sure the excitement starts from the 21st onwards. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, the collaboration between Petronas Sepang International Circuit and KBS has been a long-running relationship. And so, we would like to invite Yang Berhormat Puan Hanayo, Minister of Youth and Sports, for her keynote address. Dipersilakan Yang Berhormat Minister of Youth and Sports, Malaysia.
Good evening, everyone. I think the team that has prepared the speech tonight to ensure that both SIC and KBS speak as one voice, prepared the same notes, the same data that Shafriman has mentioned just now. It's all in my same text. So I think we can go straight to the Q&A to ensure that you don't hear the same data from me. Yes.
Excellent. Thank you very much, YB Hannah. We shall go straight into the press conference session. So, ladies and gentlemen, we shall actually would like to invite our press members, those who would like to ask questions, to come forward. We will have 2 microphones circulating amongst the crowd. If there's any questions regarding our EDM festival, Mr. Sean Pereira over there from Neon Projects, High Five, yeah? You're from High Five or Neon? From High Five. Excellent. So, any questions for the festival will be directed to Mr. Sean Pereira. Meanwhile, maybe we'll get the let's start the ball rolling. Kita warm up press kita sikit. The key objectives of today for Petronas Grand Prix of Malaysia, of course, is to garner the excitement and the first time an EDM festival together with the race. How did this idea come about, Shah?
Well, we received this proposal from Sean and the team for us to bring this EDM festival. I know this EDM festival has brought a lot of questions with the likes of Pinkfish incident and so on. So hence, that's why KBS and ourselves, together with the Perbadanan Stadium also, have come up with the SOP to ensure everyone is safe. But then again, coming back to the festival, this is the first time we're having an EDM concert during a MotoGP. I do not know how this is going to be. And hopefully, you know, everyone can come together for this very eventful week.
Excellent, excellent. Of course, the MotoGP tickets come with the festival tickets as well. Of course, you can find more information, especially from those who are here on the floor, members of the press, yeah? And so, any questions from the floor? Please raise your hands. The microphone will magically come to you. Silakan, rakan-rakan media kita, kalau ada soalan untuk panelis kita. Of course, maybe to warm up KBS as well. I did mention earlier that events such as this bukan saja mengharumkan nama negara, but of course there's a cascading effect on the economy as well. Would you like to comment a little bit, YB Hannah?
So from the data collected last year, the creation of jobs out of MotoGP, they saw 4,500 jobs created just surrounding this event. And this simply means it's good for Malaysians. Also to pick up new skills. When you host international events like this, we hope that our young people will actually acquire experience from picking up these jobs. The second thing also, we really want to ensure, this is one of the, probably the biggest international sporting event in Malaysia, attracting more than 100,000 crowd. This year we're targeting 200,000. But we also want to make sure that the young people, all Malaysians from rural area, they actually have access to this event and not just be watching it from the TV. And so initiatives like the Tiket Ramah that SIC is making it available and accessible for the Malaysian public, I hope they will make full use of this very affordable price and bring their family out to come. We don't want to see empty chairs. So last year, we actually mobilized the Member of Parliament, all the MPs, including government and opposition, giving them tickets to ensure that they also promote it in their constituencies. Yeah.
Thank you very much, YB Hannah. And I understand some of our reporters have requested for microphones to be set up on the tables, so they will be easier for our Q&A session. So we are more than happy to have our microphones on the tables as well. Kesian, apa tu videographers kita yang mengambil visual tapi tak ada audio yang masuk, ya. Kalau boleh kita boleh patch in, kita akan beri ruang, insyaAllah. And so, another question maybe for KBS is the accessibility and the sustainability of the event. Of course, we've been having it every year, so maybe your comments on that as Minister.
The Ministry of Finance has given SIC a huge task of making it profitable, and so SIC has about another year, 2 more years to ensure that they grow these numbers and grow the sales. But ticket sales under Rahmah initiative, they saw a 112% increase from 3,324 tickets sold 2023 to 7,064 tickets sold last year.
Wow.
So that's a very good sign, yeah, double.
That is a very big jump indeed.
Yeah,
and so the strategy of Rahmah is continued, of course?
And to add, just to inform everyone that we are doing buy one free one sale starting from today, from now until tomorrow, 24-hour sale for Tiket Rama.
Wah,
Yes.
fire sale. So rakan-rakan media, cepat masuk WhatsApp group, cepat 1 hari sahaja. Thank you very much for this opportunity for Malaysians to enjoy the MotoGP. Very, very nice. Okay, let's invite questions from the floor. Anybody, please raise your hand. Semua macam malu-malu, semua nak one-on-one ni nampaknya. So Shaf, be prepared for the one-on-ones. YB Hannah, be prepared for your one-on-ones as well. Maybe one more to wrap up the event as well. Other than the mega event that's to be expected on the 21st, what are some of the other pre- and race weekend offerings for the fans that we should be looking out for?
Right. Well, as mentioned earlier, it starts off with the EDM concert. Then we're going to have the festival. The riders going to be riding with, the fans in IOI City Mall. They're going to be a meet and greet session in IOI City Mall also. But of course, all the other activities that we have in the past, we will have it this year and even bigger this year.
Excellent. Maybe some of the big names that are coming. Jorge Martin datang.
Jorge Martin, I'm not sure. But Marc Marquez is definitely coming.
Excellent. An excellent rider as well. So for big fans of last year's champion, Max is going to be there as well. So don't miss this opportunity for a one-on-one session on those. You can ride one of those, yeah?
One question.
We have a question. Excellent. Thank you so much.
Okey, baik. Saya kala daripada Astro Arena. Bagi pihak SIC kan, jangkaan pengunjung yang hadir untuk MotoGP kali ini, ada tak spesifik target? Kalau tahun lepas almost 185,000 fans kan. So tahun ni ada tak spesifik target with lots of activities di luar track kan. So ada jangkaan untuk penonton peminat sukan pemotoran dua roda negara.
Okay, like I mentioned earlier, tahun lepas almost 185,000. Tahun ni 200,000 is a bit overstretched. We know, but of course, with the support from everyone, I'm pretty sure we can achieve that number this year. But everyone will need to come and support the event.
And one more question, ada dapat DM from fans and everything saying that tour at the track during the night, is it something yang macam make it a comeback this year? Because some of them dah pernah merasai pengalaman itu. Maybe this year around, maybe I forgot, I missed out some information just now. Ada that kind of engagement with the fans this time around?
The night track tour memang kita buat every year. It will be done on Friday night. So Friday night, for those yang beli the night track tour, they can go around the track, have a look at how the track is being set up for the weekend and so on. There will be stops at different location. Boleh turun bas, boleh tangkap gambar, and so on. And it's one of the, I think it's one of the product yang mostly, I would say, international visitors would buy, but Malaysians, of course, welcome to purchase this product as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our questions from Astro Awani. We'd like to facilitate the microphones in front. So, kepada anda yang ingin letakkan mikrofon anda, dipersilakan. Ini pun dah habis dah ni sebenarnya. Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, I think one last question maybe we can shoot off since our media is most probably hanging out for the one-on-one interviews. In the end, the significance of Malaysia hosting the MotoGP event, 34 years, and as the current CEO, I'm sure there's a little bit of pressure as well. Would you like to give... It doesn't show, that's for sure, Shaf. Maybe your personal thoughts on it. Silakan.
Yeah, year on year, the pressure is for us to put the bumps on the seats. Like YB Hannah said earlier, if the circuit looks empty, right, it wouldn't look good on us, especially as an organizer and also Malaysia, because everyone is viewing the race over the TV and so on. But of course, well, coming back to the pressure, it comes with the job, and I would think that we still need to work together. I cannot do this alone. I need everyone to come together to help us, to help me and also YB Hannah from KBS and also Petronas. Our partners like Aeon and so on. So there's so many stakeholders, so many people, And I always say that motorsports is a team sport. I can't do this alone. I need everyone to come together.
Thank you, Shaf. Thank you. That's the clarion call, ladies and gentlemen. Stakeholders, Petronas is here. Sepang International Circuit, KBS, with our sponsors as well. Only one ingredient is left, the support of Malaysians. Shall we give full support to the MotoGP this year? Thank you so much. Rakan-rakan media kita will be depending on you to spread the gospel, that's for sure. And of course, if there are no more questions from rakan-rakan media kita, I'll give you one last scan. One more question from Awani. Silakan.
Okay, baik. Saya call daripada Astro Arena. Astro Arena, number one sports channel in Malaysia. Okay, baik. Any informations on wildcard riders? Anything to do with the wildcard? Because I received a lot of DMs saying about wildcard riders.
Ini soalan tak boleh lari punya. Has to be Arena. Who would like to take this question?
Freeman, of course.
But of course. Well, this is one of the pressure that I have to answer every year. Is there a wildcard rider this year? Well, inshallah, we are preparing the paper for approval. I think paperwork and also funding is still not certain yet. But of course, once the approval is done, once we have the confirmation, we will announce soon. So inshallah.
Itulah dia soalan cepu mas yang dinanti-nantikan Arena dan juga rakan-rakan media yang lain. I'm sure there'll be lots of questions when you go for your one-on-ones later on. So terima kasih sekali lagi tepukan untuk panel kita, the Honourable Minister of Youth and Sports Malaysia, and of course the CEO of Petronas Sepang International Circuit. So for a photo opportunity, we would like to invite all our VIPs on stage. Dipersilakan yang berbahagia Datin Anita Azrina selaku Chairman of Petronas Sepang International Circuit dan juga Tuan Nur Hafizal Masaad, representing Petronas, to the stage as well.
Sporting event in Malaysia, attracting more than 100,000 crowd. This year we're targeting 200,000, but we also want to make sure that the young people, all Malaysians from rural area, they actually have access to this event and not just be watching it from the TV. And so initiatives like the Tiket Ramah that SIC is making it available and accessible for the Malaysian public, I hope they will make full use of this very affordable price and bring their family out to come. We don't want to see empty chairs. So last year, we actually mobilized